Hi, I am Kelly O'Donnell, and I am here with Twin Cities Media interviewing Chris Koza. So, welcome.
Thank you.
So happy to interview you. So, just tell me a little bit about what you've been working on lately.
Well, I've been putting a lot of energy into my new album, Sleepwalkers Part 1.
Cool.
That's an album that is going to be out, well, it's out now, but I have a show for it on April 26th at the Parkway Theater.
Cool.
And so I've been putting a lot of energy into trying to coerce people into listening to the music.
That's why you're here.
That's why I'm here. This is full court press.
Yeah.
I've also been working, with the musicians, getting the show ready and practicing the music.
Cool.
Trying to make it be like super slick.
Yeah.
We're excited.
Can you tell the viewers where they can purchase or download the album?
Yeah, so I drive a white Pontiac Vibe, so if you see that driving around, just knock on the window, and I got music in the car. I'll tell it to you right there at the intersection. But you can get it at, right now you can get it online, my website, and you can, if you want the physical copy, that's the best place to order it, or you can get, through Bandcamp, it's there, or you can get it, you can stream it through Spotify, download iTunes, all the regular places.
Can you tell me a little bit about the album title and kind of what that means and maybe how that atmosphere brings about the album and stuff?
Yeah, Sleepwalkers. So I'm thinking about Sleepwalker not from like a person like with an actual like sleep problem.
Mm-hmm.
So sensitivity to anyone who is a sleepwalker, like that's probably very serious and frustrating.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But it kind of speaks to the notion that when you're, sleeping or dreaming, you're thinking about like different times and people in your life, how they might just drift through your imagination. And so that's a kind of sleepwalker that I'm referencing. The other kind of sleepwalker that I'm referencing is the tendency for people, this happens to me sometimes, I find myself just kind of going through the motions day to day, week after week, and feeling like I'm sort of sleepwalking through my life, and that's not how I want to approach the time that I have. And so those are the two kinds of sleepwalkers I'm really thinking about.
Cool. Tell me a little bit about your writing process, or just creation process for the whole album, whether that was lyrics or music or bringing other people in.
Yeah, so the album started with a couple songs that I really liked, and that's usually how an album starts for me, is I start to see a couple of songs as being the foundations for a little bit of a larger like universe around a creative idea. And so I had the song Sleepwalkers and a couple others, and I really wanted to investigate that idea of I guess mid-90s and thinking about being at discovering music on CDs and discovering music at music stores. Like there's a place where you had to go and there's other people around and you could commune with them and like, oh, you listen to that? Oh, you're going to buy that because it's the last one. I want to buy it if you don't.
Yeah.
And so I was really like creatively and aesthetically, I'm really thinking about those kinds of places. And that's when...
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's when I was writing the music for it.
Do you have a favorite song off that? Sometimes people don't, sometimes people do.
A favorite song?
Or like one that you gravitate towards at the moment?
Yeah, I think that my favorite song is one called Hollywood Theater.
Hollywood Theater.
And I wrote it a little bit reminded about a place in Portland, Oregon, where I grew up. In the Hollywood district, it's not like fancy like actual Hollywood, California. It's just, well, this is Hollywood, folks.
Yeah.
But there's this really cool old theater there that has been refurbished over the years, and it's a place where you can still go and see old films and new films sometimes. But I was really thinking about like this is a house of media in its own right, because you can see Netflix in so many ways that you can just access all the media you want all the time right at your fingertips. But to have a place where you need to go, and it's so much has changed around this theater over the years too,
but it's still been there kind of thing. Yeah, that's cool.
So the song is really about, well, I miss the way that it used to be, but I can't even show other people how it used to be because it's not here anymore.
Right.
And so it's almost like I miss, I can't miss it anymore because it's not possible for it to return. Mm-hmm. And so now it's time to love the new on its own accord.
Yeah,
and so
I like that.
That's what the song is.
I think that can be compared to a lot of things in life too. So like, there's a really good vein for anybody who's on any sort of minor or major like grieving and moving on and like growing up and out process. So that's really cool. I like that. You said you were on tour. Can you tell me a little bit about how that's been?
Tour, so exciting. Last week I was in Denver and Boulder, and those shows were great. And then there was a massive storm across Colorado and Nebraska and Iowa and Minnesota. Maybe you felt it here.
I felt it.
But it was made driving actually exceptionally dangerous, and so. But I managed to make it to Omaha and kind of tumbled into the club and was like, I'm here, let's play. And then, so that show, it was great. It's always a catharsis to be on stage and to play through the music and let everything else kind of dissolve at that moment. In Madison, Wisconsin, we were out there, we did a show at the High Noon, that was great. And we were at a place called Paradigm Coffee and Music in Sheboygan, and it's an incredible venue, really cool community out there. Cool. And then this week, going to be down in Rochester and Lincoln, Nebraska, and then, shortly the big show. The Parkway Theater is going to be upon us. Yeah. So,
tell me about the dates, or the date, I guess.
Yeah, it's April 26th at the Parkway Theater. All right. So my band is going to be there and doing a whole bunch of music, of course. And for the opening set, a friend of mine, Joy Dolo, she's a great theater improv artist, like super funny, super creative. She's going to do the first set. And interspersed within that is going to be performances by Diane Miller. She's a electronic pop artist, really great. And then Twins of Franklin. They're a really cool Americana duo group.
Sounds like
it's gonna be great. Yeah. And the Parkway it's like the Hollywood Theater. Like, it's this old theater in the middle of the city. So much has changed around it, but yet it's still there.
Well, I know you have your guitar here. Did you?
I do.
Oh my God! Did you maybe want to show us a little tidbit of, would it be something from your album?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I would love to play something. The song's called Red Cassette. Smith on her halter top. softly smiling, though she'll never tell. Spending